You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming, and Subby on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Changeling Tale. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go! Grace's path. There we go. Wait, where are we? Really? Last time we played this was on April 1st? My goodness. Cool. Alright. The smoky scent of coal and skink cooking on the hearth hits my nose as I enter the door. Oh, smoky scent of coal and skink cooking on the hearth hits my nose as I enter the door. Fishy scent calms my nerves. It smells wonderful. Malcolm, there you are. I thought I might lure you back with some good old-fashioned Campbell's soup. It's a family recipe, and one of my favorites at that. I'm led to the table where I sit down and feel the weight of the day sink to my feet. Grateful my gran takes such good care of me. Better care than I've been giving her of late, I acknowledge with guilt setting in. I can see the concern on her furrowed brow and pinched wrinkles. You've had some long days and long nights, eh? I've missed seeing your beautiful face. Aye, still helping the McLeods when I'm not doing repair jobs here. Gran's grand countenance relaxes into one expressing a bit of jubilation. So nice of you. Marion is such a dear. I'm sure she appreciates the help. Her eyes hold suspicion, I can tell. Not to mention she's near champing at the bit for any additional taste of gossip I can provide. She nudges further. Douglas is such a fine gentleman, but... But what, Gran? Well, he lives so far away. Oh, I imagine it's a quick walk for either of them, really. Or he could always tie his boat to shore by her home. Well, I dare say she's missing out on an opportunity right in front of her face. Gran nods, relishing the glee of promoting me as best companion. I imagine Marion and I will find the right opportunities ourselves. As Gran speaks, her voice softens and lowers, as if muttering both an incantation and a prayer. You deserve someone who will be there for you, a companion. The table becomes quiet, save for the clinks of spoons against ceramic. Grace is there for me, I want to say, at least where our two worlds intersect. I mean, she's not gonna mend my clothes or bake me bread, but I'm alright with that. Alright? It pains me to keep Gran in the dark, tantalizing her with these vague half-truths. I decide to share just a little bit, and hope the flood of questions that's bound to follow doesn't drown me. I'll be alright. I found a companion of my own. Gran's look of shock and vindication is one I wish I owned a camera to capture. You have? Who is she? You can't say anything like that and leave me in suspense. I decide to be coy. You know Marion has sisters, don't you? But Jessie is... And to see the light bulb turn on over her head. Grace, but how? How exactly? Gran, she's lovely. We're in love. Grandmother simply can't hide her incredulity, and I haven't even told her the half of it. My dear boy, I just can't believe it. Grace McLeod. Why, she's so... So what, Gran? Quiet, demure. No, not just those things. Shy, witty. She's a funny young lady. So very damaged by life, yet so resilient. Gran catches my eye. Maybe you have more in common than I even know. We're very happy, I assure you. She's my girl, my fish, my better half. I think I need a moment to let this sink in, but I know I'm happy for you. Will there be wedding bells soon? Have you proposed? Do you want my ring? She starts to pull at the band on her finger and I stop her. Whoa, slow down, Gran. We're still figuring things out. Oh, of course. But do let me know when the day comes. I'll make a special cake. Maybe a double wedding with Marion and Douglas. I see it didn't take her long to move on from the idea of one McLeod sister to the next, but then Gran's face drops. Grace isn't exactly the homey type, is she? Gran, you don't honestly think I need someone cleaning up after me and doing my cooking, do you? I lived on my own for several years. You say that now. Every man needs a domestic wife. Someone to fix him at a hot meal, tend to his needs. He'll be fine. We'll be fine. Don't keep secrets from me, Malcolm. Her words catch me off guard. I swallow. Like what? Let me know what your next steps are. We're trying to imagine what life will look like together in the future. Why, you'll have babies galore. Malcolm, father to a whole brood. I can see it now. Somehow I can't. For now, I'll stick to tending to the flock, which has become a challenge all its own. The reminder of our current hardships seemed to bring Gran back to the present. You've seemed very sleep-deprived as of late. Is that from gallivanting all hours of the evening with your favourite girl? She looks mildly jealous. You're still my favourite girl, Gran. Oh, the lies my grandson tells. Fine, no more lies. I know the chores aren't getting done around the farm. It's hard to balance work with pleasure. Pleasure is an awfully large umbrella for the roller coaster Grace has put me through since I returned home, but I've no regrets. I've been under other people's commands for so long that this freedom I've had has been too hard to say no to. I'm sorry, Gran, truly. Tears form at the corners of her eyes. I respect that, Malcolm. When your father asked you to return home, I only hoped you would oblige. I never expected such a blessing. I'll always come home to you, Gran. The fact of the matter is, you should come home to the woman you love. I won't push the subject, but when you're ready, when Grace is ready, know you have a home of your own. Water time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Let's go ahead and jump back into it, shall we? My heart fills with joy and the relief of getting my secret off my chest. One secret, at least. Thank you, Gran. I can't tell you enough how much it means to me. And please, bring Grace by the house soon. I want to give her a big hug. Well, let's see what I can do. A big hug indeed. Grace would have a hard enough time just squeezing through our door. I picture Gran flopping around inside our tiny home, knocking over silverware and ceramic plates, leaving scatterings of dried scales on the furniture. Gran would just love that. No, Grace is not cut out to be a housewife. As I scrape the bottom of my bowl, I reflect on Gran's domestic dream. A dream I might have shared were it not now out of reach. No matter, Grace and I are in love, and so we will forge a new dream. It may not be traditional, but it will be just as stable and full of devotion. I sit back, feeling full and satisfied. Yes, a new and beautiful dream. One that no matter how hard I try, I simply can't picture. As the night turns to day. My muscles ache as I stack another fieldstone atop the dilapidated paddock wall. At this rate, it'll take me all afternoon to finish this section. From behind me comes the sound of a rock tumbling over. All afternoon and all evening, then. Hazel, watching from her own paddock, nickers. Sometimes I think you like watching me suffer. True to my word to Gran, I've been catching up on chores and projects all day. Whoever said one could find contentment through simple manual labor obviously never worked hard a day in his life. Now, if Grace were here, her strength would make short work of this chore. But even if she could hike all the way up here on her big flippers, I'm sure there are other things she'd rather be doing. I wipe the sweat from my brow and look toward the loch. There are other things I'd rather be doing, too. Even another of Grace's wild adventures sounds more fun than this. A flash of light catches my eye, coming from our cove. Something is catching the sunlight, piquing my curiosity. Is someone there? Hazel, you see that? My horse stares at me blankly as I remind myself horses don't understand English are apt to do. Yes, right. Well, you hang tight, love. I'm gonna investigate. And when I come back, I'll give you some fresh oats. Well, that is quite a pose. Beauty queen over here. As I draw near the beach, I see the source of the shimmer. A glass object sitting atop a tower of rocks fashioned like a crude lighthouse. Lounging at its base is Grace, reading a book. She looks up when I approach. There you are. I was wondering if you were ever going to show up. I'm sorry I'm late. There were some chores around the farm that I couldn't put off any longer. I put on my most convincing face, as if fixing a decades-old crumbled wall were really all that pressing. Finally galvanized by your Gran? More like guilted. I deflate, embarrassed. There's no sneaking anything past Grace. It's all right. Your Gran's so sweet as molasses. You do whatever she needs you to do, and when you're done, you can use this. She gestures to the pile of stones, topped by an old mirrored vase, chipped and cracked, part of her collection of lost treasures. What is this? A lighthouse? It's a beacon. Something we can signal each other with when we're ready to meet. That way I don't have to sit out here dehydrating while you finish your errands. She winks to let me know she jokes, but I still feel guilty about it. No, we wouldn't want that. This is pretty clever. I can see it clearly from my fields. Perfect. I'll tuck the vase here under the rocks. Whenever you're here to visit, just place it back on top and I'll come swimming fast as I can. And vice versa. Just so. The idea came to me when I was reading about how sailors communicate on the high seas. She picks up the very soggy book she was perusing when I arrived and frowns. You'd think books for mariners would be a bit more waterproof. Goodness, where did you find that? In the ship's library, at the bottom of the sea. I can't help but laugh. I guess there'll be no overdue fines if we don't return it. She tosses the book my way and I catch it with a squelch. It's all yours. I've already read the book from cover to cover. It's even duller than Miss Alana's history lessons. You may find the section on ship repair handy. Huh, so it'll be expert shipwrights now. It's cheaper than putting this old hulk in dry dock. Unless you've struck it rich and not told me. My ship hasn't come in yet, no. The joke doesn't quite land the way I hope. Instead of laughing, Grace seems to be pondering something. What is it? Malcolm Campbell, I do believe you planted the seed of an idea. Oh no. I'm not sure how many more of Grace's grand schemes I can take. My goodness, aren't you full of ideas today? You can't contain genius, Malcolm. Oh, I bet when I transformed, my brain grew too. Undoubtedly. Before Grace can elaborate, to my relief, we are interrupted by a sound carrying up the coast. A child's voice, singing. Grace and I lower our voices and look at each other. I have a visitor. Grace shrugs her enormous shoulders. I motion for her to stay here, and she motions at her feet, reminded me that those flippers make it difficult to walk anywhere. That cute little girl. Is it who I think it is? Yes, it's her! Oh my god. Such a cute little girl. Peeking around the corner of the cove, I see young Flory Fairfowl. She's all alone, guiding a paper sailboat down the water's edge. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Melly, 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 life is but a dream. Whoa, whoa, whoa your boat gently down the stream. Merely, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Christ, what are you doing? She's just a wee bairn. Yeah. Chloe's head tilts up, up, up until she just about falls backwards. I worry the small child will be terrorized by Grace's imposing form, or worse, scarred for life. I'll explain this to her mother. Hello, I'm Flory. Are you the fish queen? I'm not a fish, but yes, dear Flory. You may address me as your highness. Flory looks more confused and terrified. Let out a sigh of relief. Let me pause it right there real quick, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!